Hello everyone. Today you're going to be writing the end of your letter. So we've been learning all about King Kong. We've been learning all about Anne and Carl Denham. And I want you to just have a think about the story that you've learnt so far. I want you to look now at what we're going to be learning. So we're going to be learning all about writing a letter. We're going to be thinking about who our audience is and what the purpose of our writing will be, and thinking about the genre as well. I'm going to show you now some things that I've added for you to help you. So I've stopped my share and I'm just going to share again my screen, and I'm going to show you the things that I have brought up for you to be able to help you. Okay, so I'm hoping that you might be able to see this. I think you can now. I think you can see that I've put lots and lots of things that will help you to do this lesson. So I'm just going to do a new share now, and I would like to be able to show you with my new share. I'd like you to be able to show you this plan. All right. So today you're going to be writing the ending of your letter. Now in class, I don't know which paragraph you all got up to. I know that in 4T, we got to the end of going shopping and to the hairdressers. So today, if you're in 4T, you're going to be writing about how Anne would have felt. And remember, you're being Anne, so you're using the word I, about going on the boat, sailing away on the boat, and also what will happen next. Okay, remember, I'm going to share my screen again now. So I'm going to stop my share. And I'm just going to bring up a new share. I'm going to share my screen again, and I'm hoping I'm going to be able to show you all of the hot spellings as well that I'd like you to use today. So let me see if I can have my new share and show you all of those hot spellings that I wanted to show you. So we're going to go into, oh, where's it disappeared? Let me see if I can do it again. Sorry, children. My new share. And here we are. Oh, it doesn't like that very much, does it? See if I can come out of that one. Okay, and we're going to go into the hot spellings now. And I'll just stop that because I'm not sure if you can see it or not. And I'll share it again. Share my screen. There we are. And I'm hoping now that you'll be able to see those hot spellings. Good. So you can use these spellings when you're writing as well. Dear, brilliant, surprise, fantastic, adventure. Okay, you can use all of those spellings in your writing. So you've got your plan to help you. You've got your hot spellings to help you. I've also, and I'm just going to stop that share. Okay, I'm just going to show you now. You've got this sheet to help you. I've printed this for you. I've saved it for you actually. So you can print it out if you want to, but you've got it there. It's your margin prompt, and we're going to start writing today from our going on the boat. Okay, if you're in 4T. If you're in one of the other classes, you might need to start a bit further back, depending on how far you got in the lesson for this. I've also got some sentence openers that I've saved for you that you can see here. We're using our fronted adverbials, and of course we're using our expanded noun phrases. And if you're not quite sure what those are, just have a little pause and have a think about it, and then remind your grown-up what they are. Okay, so now I'm going to go back and I'm going to share my screen again, and I'm going to try really, really hard to bring up the PowerPoint that you've got so that I can help you. So I hope you can see my PowerPoint now. So this was our letter from Anne, and it's in the context of our King Kong story. We have read up to chapter 18 of the book, and I'm hoping that you will have noticed that I've made a video for you so that you can go on, and after this lesson you can listen up to page 25. We have done all this bit in class. We've looked at fronted adverbials, which is sentence starters, and some expanded noun phrases. Do you remember? Adjective, comma, adjective, noun. We've also there looked at the Waggle and we've taken words and phrases to use in our planning. Now the problem is at home you don't have your planning, so you're going to have to use your ideas that you have got and the sheets that I have given you on this, if you look underneath where this lesson is, okay? And you're going to today be writing your last paragraph, so wherever you got up to. So today is you're finishing your writing. Now you're going to say to me, Miss Talbot, I can't finish my writing because the first paragraphs I did in school. Well, I want you to pretend that those paragraphs are all done and start off from wherever you ended. So if, for example, you had finished the introduction to how she met Carl, you're going to start at the cafe today. Okay, and if you had finished the going shopping and to the hairdressers, then you're going to start on going to the boat today. All right. So you're going to be writing, if you're in 4T, you're going to be writing using starting all the red ones today. And if you're another class, you're going to be looking back and thinking, where did I get to yesterday? Okay. So you're going to use these things to help you. You've got your ninja spellings. I've already given those to you and I've already added those. So if you look underneath, you'll be able to find those. I've shown you the hot spellings. And of course, I want you to use that good planning that we've done in school. You're just going to need to think about what those things were. So you might want to have 5 minutes now just to think about what your planning was. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing now. So I'm hoping I'm going to become really big for you. At least that's what I hope. Okay. So now you should be able to see me and you should be able to see a whiteboard. I'm sorry it's a bit shiny. I haven't got my normal classroom today. And I hope that you'll be able to see this. So these are all of my ideas that I have got written down. This is my plan. Okay, and I'm hoping you can read those because actually they're a little bit tricky to read for me because I've looked at they're backwards on the screen. Okay, so we've got some fronted adverbials there, and I'm going to start writing from my paragraph 5. All right. So the paragraph 4 was about Anne, and she was really, really excited because she was going to be taken to the shops and to the hairdressers, and Anne was very, very poor, but Carl Denham had come, and he was a film director, and he had taken her to the shops and taken her to the hairdressers and bought her lots of expensive things, and Anne had agreed to go on his boat. And some of us called it a yacht, okay? And I'm just going to give you that spelling of yacht because it's really, really tricky. Some of them had agreed to go on a yacht, and Anne was writing a letter to her mum. So you are pretending to be Anne using that word I to say how excited you are because you are going to be going on that yacht. Okay, and you don't know where you're going, but you're so excited because you are going to be in a film. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is look at my plan. So you'll see the back of my head a lot, I'm afraid, because I want to try and model some writing to you. This is about going on the boat or going on the yacht, which is about really, really hard. Y-A-C-H-T. Okay, what do you think will happen next? What do you think will, can you see, happen next? So this is Anne saying to Mum, what do you think is going to happen next? My life is so exciting. My life is so exciting. Okay, I've used a rhetorical question there. I'm asking Mum, but of course Mum can't reply because this is a letter. I'm going to say tentatively. We talked about how tentatively means anxiously. Tentatively approaching, I'm using my plan to help me, the steps on the yacht, and then I'm going to use a comma because after my fronted adverbial I always have to have a comma. So tentatively approaching the steps on the yacht, I couldn't believe the exquisite. Now, how do I spell exquisite? I'm going to have to look at my plan for that. The exquisite, comma, marvelous. Now that's good because what I've done here is I've used an expanded noun phrase as my 2 adjectives. the exquisite, marvellous surroundings. Remember, I'm writing to my mum, but I've got to show that I can use that really good vocabulary. Okay. Then I want to describe those presents that he gave me when I was on that yacht. Okay. I'm going to say, Carl Denham. Hold on, that'd be a bit boring, wouldn't it? Maybe I could start with the filmmaker Carl Denham, or I could have the clever, the intelligent. I remember film director was one of my my ninja words, wasn't it? Yeah. Or maybe I could have a fronted adverbial there to try and describe him as well. So I'm going to, maybe I could use glamorous, famous, Carl Denham, the filmmaker, had bought me some incredible gifts. Okay, he bought me some incredible gifts. And then I might go on to say, well, was I right to accept those gifts? I can't believe he's given them to me. I'm so poor. Okay, so that's my fifth paragraph, sorry. Then you're going to go back. I'm going to stop my share now because I've done a little bit of model writing so that you know. And I'm going to share my screen again. Now, I think when I share my screen, okay, I think I've managed to share my screen now. Do you know, that was quite funny. I pressed the wrong button. I hope you're back and I hope you can hear me okay. So now I'm hoping that we can resume this slideshow. Okay, so I've modelled some writing for you, but I've modelled the fifth paragraph. The very last paragraph you are going to have a go at doing. And if we can remind ourselves, our very last paragraph is what you think is going to happen next. So you're really excited. What could the future hold? Okay, you're going to have to think about, have you got a fronted adverbial to tell me what should be in that paragraph? So when we think about it here, the sorts of things that we're going to need, and I'm going to try and pull this down to show you, because this is the planning that 4T did with me. 4T are really good at planning. They have so many good ideas. There's number 6 is all about the actress. Will you become an actress? Will you be transformed? Wherever I am going to, or wherever I am sailing to, it's going to be wonderful. It's going to be amazing. Now, remember, you are Anne, so you are going to be saying things like, I don't know where I'm going, but I am so excited. I'm so excited about my future. I'm hoping, children, that because we did so much on this in school, that you will have a good idea and be able to write the ending. Now, I believe that if you are in 4H, that you did this with Mrs. Loftus and you might have got to your ending already. If you did, you just need to get to the editing part then, which you might find a little bit tricky because you haven't got your work with you. So you could write a couple of sentences at home of really, really good, strong writing. So I'll explain what I mean now. Okay, if you're in 4T or you're in 4S, you're now going to edit what you have written at home. So you can proofread for spelling and punctuation errors, and you can redraft your work. If you are somebody who was in 4H and you finished your writing, I want you to rewrite one paragraph for me at home. You can choose which one you're going to do, and then you can edit that. Is that okay? So you might choose to do the one that I've just modelled for you. Let's have a think about it. Think about who your audience was. Think about why we were writing. Think about the purpose of our writing. So the purpose was to tell mum how excited we are. Our audience was mum, okay? You need to edit your spelling, your punctuation, and self-check with dictionaries and thesauruses if you have one at home. If not, mum might let you use Google thesauruses or Google dictionaries. Okay. You need to make sure you have a comma after your fronted adverbial and that you've got commas in between your expanded noun phrases. There's no excuse for not having capital letters or full stops anywhere, okay? All right, now, when you've written that paragraph, or there's 2 paragraphs, or however many it is that you're writing, you could redraft a sentence. Now, in my class, what we do is put a little red star and then we put that red star somewhere else, and that becomes what we're going to rewrite. So we don't completely scribble over the top of the sentence, because actually all our writing is good. But remember that real writers always redraft. Okay, this might help you if you're a little bit unsure about what redrafting is. Right, then you must please listen to my recording up to page 25. Would that be okay, everyone? Okay, thank you for listening. I know that's a little bit tricky lesson. Let me know how you get on. Thank you. I need to work out how to stop recording now. Stop recording.